Hi folks, now that we've set up the ePortfolio outline, this tutorial is about developing your welcome page. And while we're doing that, you'll see some of how the WordPress features work. Before we do that though, I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about, first of all, getting rid of this About tab. We don't need it anymore. The Welcome tab is going to do that for us, so I want to show you how to get rid of that or how to edit or delete a page. And I also want to show you how to order the pages, because while these are in the correct order, sometimes if you don't specify the order that you want, they can actually get out of order. So I want to go through that too. So let's start with the About tab and getting rid of that. And this is a really simple task. You go into My Dashboard, and you click on Pages. So this is familiar to you probably. Click on Pages and you'll get a list of all the pages that we've got, and the first one is About. We don't need it anymore, and so you click on Trash. It's as simple as that. That's how you get rid of any of the pages that you no longer need. So then the next question was, well, how do you reorder the pages? How do you make them show up on that menu bar in a different order? And here's how you do that. You go into, you scroll over the title, and then you click Edit right here. And that will take you into the welcome page. And if you scroll down, you'll see what are called attributes. And so this is a category that's off of the main page, and it's in the second order. It's in the second slot. So I could change that and I could say, well, no, I want it to be in the seventh. I want it to be the seventh thing listed. And so change it to number 7 and then update. And after it finishes updating, we can look at the page, and you'll see that now the welcome one is over there. So it's a pretty simple way to reorder these things or to get rid of or add new pages. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and reset it, push pause for a second, and then we're going to get into the welcome page and developing that. Okay, as you can see, I have the Welcome tab now back in its proper place. And so now I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and we can start working on that page. The Welcome page is where you're going to say a little bit about, introduce people visiting your website to what it's all about, and maybe who you are a little bit. And so the first thing we want to do is add a heading. So let's go into Edit. If you just click there, we'll go into the Edit. The first thing that I think is pretty helpful to do is to actually click this button which says show the kitchen sink of options, and so if you click on it you end up seeing a lot more options. So that's a good first move. And so let's go ahead and write our heading. Let's say welcome to my e-portfolio exclamation mark. And now there are you can see there are several options up here for editing, for formatting and stuff like that, but it is a limited set of options. So for instance, if we want to make that bigger, we can go into that, but it only gets as big as the heading number 1. We can center it, and you can't really change a font, although you can change the color, which is nice. Let's make it red. There you go. So there's our heading, but we also want to add a little bit more than that. So, a little bit about what people can expect when they get to this website. And so I wrote up a little something that was that I'm just copying in here. And so, a little blurb. So on this web page, I am collecting together the highlights of my general education courses at Salt Lake Community College. Each semester I will be updating the pages on this site with my reflections, and continuing down. And then I also added a little note. Oh, and take a look at my homepage for blog updates. And I'll say a little bit more about that in an upcoming tutorial. Okay, so now I want to add a photo. And you should know you don't need to put a photo of yourself in here if you don't want to. You don't need to use your full name or, too much personal detail or anything like that. But if you want to put a photo in, then you can certainly do that. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. And so let's start by, adding a little message. So here's a picture of me. And here's how you add it. Up here is a list of things that you can insert or upload. So photo, video, music, and things like that. I'll actually walk through several of them with you, and the first one we walk through is a photo. So you click on that, and it gives you the option to select a file. So I'm going to do that, and it is Scully's file, so we're going to upload Scully. Okay. And if you scroll down, you will then see an insert into post, and that's what you're going to want to click on. Okay, try to avoid the button down here that says save all changes. You're going to want to do that because it seems like that's the logical button to push, but it's actually this one. This is the better button to push. And you might want to think about, adding some other alignment issues and size issues and things like that. I'm going to want to be able to type to the right of the picture and below it, so I'm going to click on this left alignment button, if you see that there. And I'm now going to say insert into post. And lo and behold, a picture of Scully. And so now that we have this picture of Scully, we also want to say a little bit about, who she is. So, a little bit of biographical information. Now, again, you don't have to put a lot of detail about yourself. Think of it more like it's the first day of class and you're introducing yourself to your fellow students. What kinds of things would you tell them? What, favorite movies or books, or what your career plans are, or your hobbies, or things like that. So, you would just start typing my favorite movie. Actually, that's a tough question. I liked Princess Bride. There, all right. But you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and finish filling this out a little bit, and then we'll continue on with the tutorials. Okay, so we're about where we left off, and as I told you, I was going to go ahead and fill in some of the remarks of this section, and I've done that. And so we're just about ready to click on Update. But I did want to note one more thing. At the bottom of each page is a window that's for visitors to write comments on. And some of you may prefer not to have that. And so I just wanted to show you how to turn that window off, and that is simply by clicking Allow Comments and removing that, and also remove the allow trackbacks and pingbacks. And so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and click Update. And once it updates, we can go ahead and view that page. So let's go back to the site and then click into the welcome page. And there we go. There is our welcome remarks and the picture of Scully. And yep, we're ready to go. So the next tutorial we're going to look at developing the general education page.